experience facing and overcoming adversity is actually one of your biggest advantages.
You gotta be open to taking some risks and not being afraid to fail.
I want you all to stay true to the most real, most sincere, most authentic parts of yourselves.
She's an American lawyer, writer, and First Lady of the United States of America. She's married to the 44th President of the United States, Barack Obama, and was the first African-American First Lady. She has become a fashion icon, role model for women, and advocate of poverty awareness. She's Michelle Obama, and here's my take on her top 10 rules for success. As usual, as you watch, if there's something that she says that you really, really love, leave in the comments below, put quotes around it as well so other people can be inspired as well.
Some of you have been homeless. Some of you have risked the rejection of your families to pursue your education. Many of you have lain awake at night wondering how on earth you were going to support your parents and your kids and still pay tuition. And many of you know what it's like to live not just month to month or day to day, but meal to meal. But graduates, let me tell you, you should never, ever be embarrassed by those struggles. You should never view your challenges as a disadvantage. Instead, it's important for you to understand that your experience facing and overcoming adversity is actually one of your biggest advantages. And I know that because I've seen it myself, not just as a student working my way through school, but years later when before I came to the White House and I worked as a dean at a college. In that role, I encountered students who had every advantage. Their parents paid their full tuition, they lived in beautiful campus dorms, they had every material possession a college kid could want, cars, computers, spending money. But when some of them got their first bad grade, they just fell apart. They lost it because they were ill-equipped to handle their first encounter with disappointment or falling short. But graduates, as you all know, life will put many obstacles in your path that are far worse than a bad grade. You'll have unreasonable bosses and difficult clients and patients. You'll experience illnesses and losses, crises and setbacks that will come out of nowhere and knock you off your feet. But unlike so many other young people, you have already developed the resilience and the maturity that you need to pick yourself up and dust yourself off and keep moving through the pain. Keep moving forward. Next. I've always felt a deep sense of obligation to make the biggest impact possible with this incredible platform. So I took on issues that were personal to me. Issues like helping families raise healthier kids, honoring the incredible military families that I'd met out on the campaign trail, inspiring our young people to value their education and finish college. Now, some folks criticize my choices for not being bold enough, but these were my choices, my issues, and I decided to tackle them in a way that felt most authentic to me, in a way that was both substantive and strategic, but also fun and hopefully inspiring. So I immersed myself in the policy details. I worked with Congress on legislation, gave speeches to CEOs, military generals, Hollywood executives, but I also worked to ensure that my efforts would resonate with kids and families. And that meant doing things in a creative and unconventional way. So yeah, I planted a garden and hula hooped on the White House lawn with kids. I did some mom dancing on TV. I celebrated military kids with Kermit the Frog. I asked folks across the country to wear their alma mater's t-shirts for college signing day. And at the end of the day, by staying true to the me I've always known, I found that this journey has been incredibly freeing. Because no matter what happened, I had the peace of mind of knowing that all of the chatter, the name-calling, the doubting, all of it was just noise. It did not define me. It didn't change who I was. And most importantly, it couldn't hold me back. I have learned that as long as I hold fast to my beliefs and values and follow my own moral compass,
then the only expectations I need to live up to are my own. So graduates, you see, Barack and I were both raised by families who didn't have much in the way of money or material possessions, but who had given us something far more valuable: their unconditional love, their unflinching sacrifice, and the chance to go places they had never imagined for themselves. My father was a pump operator at the city water plant, and he was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis when my brother and I were young. And even as a kid, I knew there were plenty of days when he was in pain. And I knew there were plenty of mornings when it was a struggle for him to simply get out of bed. But every morning, I watched my father wake up with a smile, grab his walker, prop himself up against the bathroom sink, and slowly shave and button his uniform. And when he returned home after a long day's work, my brother and I would stand at the top of the stairs of our little apartment, patiently waiting to greet him, watching as he reached down to lift one leg and then the other to slowly climb his way into our arms. But despite these challenges, my dad hardly ever missed a day of work. He and my mom were determined to give me and my brother the kind of education they could only dream of.
What has been the best advice you received from your teacher or professor?
Ooh, I've gotten a lot of great advice from teachers, mentors, professors throughout the years. So first of all, you got to be open to taking some risks and not being afraid to fail. Failure is the key to success. So when you get to college, you got to raise your hand. You have to be engaged. Don't be the kid thinking, oh, I shouldn't be here, and maybe I'm not smart enough, and maybe, no. You are more than capable of going to college, being successful, and going on and doing whatever you want in life. I sit here because I am you all. There is no difference between me and you. Working class kid, growing up on the south side of Chicago, growing up with doubts and fears just like all of you all do. I know exactly how you all are feeling, and kids out there who are thinking, maybe I'm not ready, maybe I'm not good enough, maybe I can't afford it. But what teachers and mentors have told me is that yes, you can and you must. So get in there and be bold with your intelligence. Raise your hand, get support when you need it, and know that we all got here because somebody helped us.
I want you all to stay true to the most real, most sincere, most authentic parts of yourselves. I want you to ask those basic questions. Who do you want to be? What inspires you? How do you want to give back? And then I want you to take a deep breath and trust yourselves to chart your own course and make your mark on the world. Maybe it feels like you're supposed to go to law school, but what you really want to do is teach little kids. Maybe your parents are expecting you to come back home after you graduate, but you're feeling a pull to travel the world. I want you to listen to those thoughts. I want you to act with both your mind, but also your heart. And no matter what path you choose, I want you to make sure it's you choosing it and not someone else. We learned about dignity and decency, that how hard you work matters more than how much you make, that helping others means more than just getting ahead yourself. We learned about honesty and integrity, that the truth matters, that you don't take shortcuts or play by your own set of rules. And success doesn't count unless you earn it fair and square.
Do you feel like, and I'm sure you did feel, pressure to be the first African-American First Lady, to, like, there's some kind of responsibility, or?
Well, one of the things I know from sitting in this position, that every First Lady feels some level of pressure. I mean, this is a big platform and you don't want to mess it up. So I wouldn't dare to compare my experience to any former First Lady, but I do take the role seriously. I do, as I said in my convention speech, I know that kids are watching us. They're watching what we say, what we do, and Barack and I have tried to make sure that what kids are seeing is something that they can be proud of, because it matters.
You're getting advice from around the world, it seems. Former British Prime Minister Tony Blair's wife, Cherie Blair. Did you happen to hear or read what she said?
No.
Well, she warns that you will have to learn to take a back seat, and that you will not be able to have any kind of a career. And she says that will be a very difficult thing to do.
Yeah, I think it just depends on the person. I have never been the kind of person who's defined myself by a career or a job. I just never have. People used to ask me that during the course of the campaign. Is it hard for you to have stepped off the track and devoted your life to his dream? But the truth is that I believe in this man as our president and his vision for the country. And if that meant, stepping away from my particular job for a year and a half or for 4 or for 8 years, if you do what you're supposed to do,
right,
then, that's a small sacrifice to make.
And it's enough to keep you fulfilled.
Oh, well, I've got these great kids, too. I mean, and the truth is, and Barack knows this about me, I love kids, and I love my kids. And this isn't to say that anyone who's working doesn't, but I enjoy the balance of having a job and having a set of projects and being able to have time to make sure that I'm in the girls' lives and making sure that we have time as a family. I mean, that's a full plate. I don't view myself as being in a position where I'm twiddling my thumbs and wondering how am I going to get through the day. I've never experienced that in my life.
We are playing a long game here. And that change is hard. And change is slow, and it never happens all at once, but eventually we get there. We always do. We get there because of folks like my dad, folks like Barack's grandmother, men and women who said to themselves, I may not have a chance to fulfill my dreams, but maybe my children will. Maybe my grandchildren will. See, so many of us stand here tonight because of their sacrifice and longing and steadfast love, because time and again they swallowed their fears and doubts and did what was hard.
All in the place. Put your hands up in the club. Just woke up, doing my own little thing. You decided to get this, now you want a trip, cause another brother noticed me. I'm up on him, be up on me, don't pay him any attention. He's got tears and 3 whole years, you can't be mad at me. Cause if you like it, then you should've put a ring on it. If you like it, then you should've put a ring on it. Don't be mad what you see, you want here on it. If you like it, then you should've put a ring on it. If you like it, then you should've put a ring on it. If you like it, then you should've put a ring on it. Don't be mad what you see, that here on it. If you like it, then you should've put a ring on it. I got girls on my lips, man on my lips, tired of my carry on dreams. Add it up, drinking my cup, I can care less what you think. I need no permission, did I mention? Don't pay him any attention, cause you had your turn. What it really feels like to mix me. Cause if you like it, then you should've put a ring on it. And if you like it, then you should've put a ring on it. Don't be mad what you see, that here on it. Cause if you like it, then you should've put a ring on it.
I mean, Beyonce.
What can we say?
We were both fully in the beehive.
We just dropped the mic.
Didn't we?
We were making honey
We
there
were
in the hive.
in the beehive.
We were making honey to put in our lemonade.
Right there in the little pink sash. Yes, you. How old are you? I'm 51. What does that mean? What's that look? Say that again. Give her the mic. What was that, babe? I didn't hear you. Oh. Thank you. You should come up and give me a hug. Come on up here. Give me a hug for that one.
Que vous voulez que je profile ensuite. Laissez-le dans les commentaires ci-dessous.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I made this video because Sweet Cherry asked me to. So if there's a famous entrepreneur that you want me to profile next, leave it in the comments below and I'll see what I can do. I'd also love to know which of the 10 rules had the biggest impact on you and why. What did you learn from this? What are you going to change as a result of watching this video? Leave it in the comments and I'll join in the discussion. I also want to give a quick shout out to Cassandra L. DeLuca. Cassandra, thank you so much for buying my book. Really means a lot to me. Those of you watching and you want a chance at a shout out in a future video, make sure to pick up a copy of the book and email in your receipt so we can keep track. Thank you guys so much for watching. Continue to believe, or whatever your one word is, and I'll see you soon.
Et j'espère que vous êtes impatients de commencer ce chapitre suivant, mais j'imagine aussi que
And let me tell you, you should feel so
vous
proud
pourriez penser à toute
of
cette
making it
histoire,
to this
tous
day.
ces héros qui est.
And I hope that you're excited to
Venez
get
à
started
vous
on that
pouvez
next
aussi
chapter.
ressentir un peu de pression, vous savez.
But I also imagine that you might think about all that history,
Pression pour être à la hauteur
all
de
those
l'héritage de
heroes
ceux
who
qui
came
sont
before
venus
you,
avant
and you
vous.
might also feel a little
Pression pour
pressure,
répondre aux attentes des
you
autres.
know? Pressure to
Et
live
croyez-moi,
up
je comprends ce genre
to
de
the
pression.
legacy of those
J'en
who
ai
came
vécu un peu
before you.
moi-même.
Pressure to meet the expectations of others.
Vous voyez des diplômés,
And believe me,
je n'ai
I
pas
understand
commencé
that
comme
kind of
la
pressure.
première. Dame
I've
formée qui se
experienced a
tient
little bit of it
devant vous.
myself.
Moi-même, j'ai eu ma part de
You see,
ressentiment
graduates,
de doute.
I didn't start out as the fully
Quand mon mari a
formed
commencé à
First
faire
Lady
campagne pour
who
le poste de
stands
président.
before you today.
Les gens
No,
avaient
no,
toutes
I
sortes
had
de
my
questions
share of
sur moi.
bumps
Quel genre
along
de
the way.
dame serais-je?
Back when my
Quel
husband
type de
first
problème
started
devrais-je
campaigning for president, folks had all sorts of questions of me.
Comme Laura Bush,
What kind of first lady would I be?
Et la vérité
What
est que
kinds
ces
of
mêmes
issues would I
questions
take
auraient
on?
été
Would I be
posées
more like
à
Laura
l'époque des
Bush
candidats.
or Hillary
Ça, c'est juste
Clinton
la
or
façon dont le
Nancy
processus
Reagan?
fonctionne. Mais en tant que
And the truth is, those same questions would have been posed to any candidate spouse.
Aussi au centre
That's just the way the
d'un ensemble de
process
questions
works.
et de spéculations.
But as potentially
Des
the first
conversations
African
parfois
American
enracinées
First
dans les
Lady,
peurs et les perceptions.
I was also the focus of
Ironie
another
des
set
autres.
of questions
Étais-je
and
trop bruyante, trop en
speculations,
colère, ou
conversations
trop
sometimes rooted in the fears
étais-je
and
trop mou?
misperceptions of others. Was I too loud or too angry or too emasculating?
Pas assez d'une
Or
femme de carrière.
Was
Comme s'il y avait
I
la
too
première fois
soft,
que j'étais sur une couverture
too
de
much of a
magazine.
mom, not enough of a career woman?
C'était un
Then there
dessin
was
animé
the
de
first
moi
time I
avec
was
un énorme afro
on a
et une
magazine
mitraillette.
cover.
Maintenant, oui,
It was
c'était de
a
la
cartoon
satire,
drawing
mais
of
si
me
je
with a
suis
huge
vraiment honnête,
afro and a machine gun.
ça m'a renversé un peu.
Now, yeah, it was
Cela m'a fait me
satire,
demander, eh bien, comment les
but
gens
if I'm
le
really
voient.
being honest, that knocked me back a bit.
Ou vous vous souvenez
made me
peut-être des
wonder,
coups de poing
well,
festifs sur la
Just how are
scène
people
entre moi
seeing
et mon
me?
mari après une victoire primaire.
Or you might remember the
appelée
on-stage
les coups de poing
celebratory
terroristes.
fist bump between me and my husband
Et au
after a
fil des
primary
ans,
when
les
that was
gens ont
referred
utilisé
to
beaucoup de
as
mots
a
intéressants
terrorist fist
pour me
jab.
dire. L'un dit deux a dit que je montrais un peu de
And over the years,
supériorité.
folks have used plenty of interesting
Un
words
autre
to
a noté
describe
que
me.
j'étais l'un des copains
One
de
said I
couleur de mon mari.
exhibited a little bit of
Les nouvelles sur
uppity-ism.
le câble me traitaient avec
Another
charme
noted
de
that I was
l'animal
one of my
d'Obama.
husband's cronies of color.
Et bien sûr,
Cable
Barack a
News
enduré sa
charmingly
juste part
referred to
d'insultes et
me
de
as
méfaits.
Obama's baby mama.
Même aujourd'hui, il y a encore des
And
gens
of
qui
course,
remettent en
Barack has
question.
endured his fair share of insults and slights. Even
Tout
today,
cela m'arrivait
there are
vraiment.
still folks questioning his citizenship.
À cette époque, je passais beaucoup de nuits blanches à
And all of
m'inquiéter
this,
de ce que
used
les
to
gens
really
pensaient
get
de
to
moi
me.
et je me demandais si je
back in those days, I had a
risquais de
lot
nuire aux
of
chances de
sleepless
mon mari
nights
de
worrying
gagner son
about what
élection.
people thought of me,
Craignant ce que mes
wondering
filles
if I might be
ressentiraient si
hurting
elles
my
apprenaient
husband's chances of winning his
ce qu'elles
election,
disaient. Leur mère
fearing how my
réalisé.
girls would feel if they
Et
found
si
out
je
what
voulais
some
garder ma
people were
santé
saying about their
mentale et ne
mom.
pas laisser les autres me
But
définir
eventually,
avec une seule chose
I
que je
realized that if I wanted to
faire, et
keep
c'était
my
d'avoir
sanity
foi dans le plan de
and
Dieu
not
pour
let
moi.
others
Je
define
devais
me,
ignorer tout le bruit
there was
et être
only
fidèle
one
à
thing I
moi-même
could
et
do, and that was to have faith in God's
le
plan
reste
for
se
me.
débrouillera.
I had to ignore all of the
Parce que nous
noise
savons à quel point le travail de
and be
votre
true
mari
to
est difficile.
myself,
Quelles sont les difficultés
and
d'être
the
la première
rest
dame?
would work
Vous
itself
savez, je
out.
trouve cela
Because
très
we know how
difficile face à
difficult
ce qui
your
est.
husband's job is.
Et à ce que
What
je
are the
vois
difficulties
arriver
of
les gens
being the
quand ils
first
se
lady?
débattent.
You know,
pour que je
I
puisse
find
même
it
commencer à me
really
plaindre.
hard in the face of what
Disons,
he's going
j'ai le
through and
meilleur
what I
travail
see happening
parce que je n'ai pas à
to
prendre de
folks when they're
décisions.
struggling for me to even
Les problèmes
begin
que
to
je choisis
complain.
sont ceux que je
I
ressens
have
passionnément.
I have the
Je peux
best
choisir ce
job
que je fais
because
certes.
I don't have to
Pourquoi
make
tu
the
sais,
hard
j'aime ce que je
decisions.
fais.
The issues that I
Vous me
pick
voyez, je
are
passe
ones
mon
that I
temps
feel
dans ce pays à
passionately
voyager,
about.
à
I
me
get to pick and
rencontrer.
choose what I
Je suis
do,
d'accord avec ce que
which
tu
is
dis.
why, you know,
Ça, c'est vrai.
I love what I do. I get to spend time in this country, traveling around, meeting kids. You see me, I'm
Donc ça,
jumping
c'était
rope and
difficile
hula
pour moi de
hooping.
savoir d'où ça venait. De savoir ce que la lutte et de répondre même avec un visage impassible.
It's hard for me
Nous savons
knowing,
des
you know,
choses
how
que je dis
you
toujours
know,
à
what
mes filles.
struggle is to
C'est
even
notre premier travail dans
even
la vie
answer
en
that
tant que
with a
femme.
straight face.
Je pense aider
You know,
me
one of the
connaître,
things that
et
I
je pense
always, I
souvent
tell
que
my
non.
mentees, I tell my
Ne faisons
daughters,
pas
is that
cela tout,
our
c'est ça.
first job in life as
Nous passons
women,
notre
I
temps à
think, is
être
to
agréables et
get to know
satisfaisants à
ourselves.
Le
And
monde, pour
I think a lot of
définir,
times
close à écouter
we
les
don't
messages,
do
les
that.
images.
We
Les
spend our
définitions
time
immigrent que
pleasing,
les gens de ce que nous
satisfying,
sommes.
looking out into the
Et
world
ça,
to
c'est
define
vrai
who
pour
we
les
are,
femmes de couleur, bien
listening
sûr.
to
Il y a
the
une boîte
messages,
limitée
the
dans laquelle nous
images,
sommes
the
placés.
limited definitions that people have of who we
Si
are.
nous vivons
And
selon
that's
cette
true for
définition
women of
limitée dans
color.
nos coins.
For sure, there is a
Beaucoup de
limited
qui nous
box
sommes, mais il faut
that
prendre le
we
temps
are
de
put in. Yeah. And if we live
savoir
by
que
that
vous êtes
limited
capable de faire
definition,
face à la seule
we
négative.
miss out on a lot of who we are. But
Les
it
messages que vous êtes tenus
it
d'obtenir.
takes taking the time to know who
Donc,
you
pour
are
moi,
to
je
be
suis
able to
entrée
deal
dans ce
with
domaine avec un sens
the
acheté,
onslaught
clair de moi-même,
of
et une partie de
negative
cela vient avec
messages
l'aide
that you're
certains.
bound to get. So
D'entre
for
vous, avec de
me, I
l'expérience,
came into
une partie
this
vient d'eux.
with a pretty
La
clear
chance
sense of
d'avoir été élevée
myself.
par une mère aimante
And
forte
some of that comes
concentrée.
with age, some of that comes with
Et un père
experience,
qui m'aimait
some of that
tendrement, je
comes
suis
from
heureusement entrée.
being fortunate enough to have been raised
Dans
by
cette
a
situation
loving
avec un
mother,
sens très clair de qui
strong,
j'étais.
focused, and a father who loved me dearly. So I fortunately came into this situation with a really clear sense of who I was.